Seed is life, life is seed.
Not all vegetables are harvested for consumption. Many of them, like beetroot, carrots and onions, need to be utilized for the production of more seed. We have chosen onions to demonstrate the production of seed, which is then later planted for the production of more onion bulbs. The onion bulb, as actual vegetable for consumption, is formed by hollow leaves thickened into fleshy layers which overlap. Bulb skins are yellow, white or red and range in size from 6 to 14 centimeters in diameter. Most experts agree that the taste of onions depends on growing conditions, the sulfur content of the soil and the weather. Type, appearance, size and shape give very few clues to quality. Onion seed production is usually achieved over a 2-year production period. During April-May of the first year, seed is sown with a fine seed planter on a well-prepared seed bed. Seedlings are usually grown in open field seed beds, but can also be grown in a seedling nursery in seed trays. Approximately 12 to 14 weeks after seeding the seed beds, the seedlings are ready for transplanting for bulb production. Seedlings are then transplanted at a population of approximately 600,000 seedlings per hectare for bulb production. Bulbs are ready to be uprooted when there is more than 70% leaf lodging. After uprooting, bulbs can be dried either naturally on the field or artificially in drying sheds to prevent sunburn damage. Bulbs are then stored for approximately 3 to 4 months until replanting time. During April of the second year, bulbs are replanted at the desired plant population and ratio. Special care is given to irrigation, weed, insect and disease control during regrowing. At flowering stage, special attention is required to prevent any practices that will negatively influence bee activity. Bees are crucial to ensure proper pollination and a good seed set. Harvest-ready umbels are hand-harvested at the correctly specified stage. These umbels are then artificially dried in drying sheds with the aid of fans. Seed growers usually pre-clean seed with suitable equipment on farm prior to delivery to the professional seed processing plant for final cleaning. Seed quality control is conducted in a registered laboratory for this purpose.
I'm doing Easter purity analysis on onions, which is Ad-Astera. What we do here, we check whether the seed is clean. Does it have broken units? Does it have weak seeds or other seeds in the sample?
Onion seedlings are evaluated at prescribed intervals and separated into normal seedlings with the potential to develop into healthy, mature plants and abnormal seedlings, which will not have this ability. The percentage of normal seedlings will represent the actual germination capacity, to be recorded on seed analysis reports and indicated on seed lot labels. Seed that comply with all the required seed quality standards, as prescribed by relevant national seed legislation, are then packed in accordance with set standards or specific requirements of clients prior to transportation. Seed is then transported to retail outlets either by air, road or sea. Since the beginning of civilization, onions have been an important part of our diet. Once believed to be a lowly vegetable because of its pungent taste, the onion has emerged as a favorite ingredient in many recipes. The onion is believed to have originated in Asia, though it is likely that onions may have been growing wild on every continent. Dating back to 3500 BC, onions were one of the few foods that did not spoil during the winter months. Our ancestors must have recognized the durability of the bulbs and began cultivating onions as a vegetable. Today, onions continue to be an important part of our diet. The National Cancer Institute has reported that onions contain antioxidants that help to block cancer and appear to lower cholesterol.
Seed is life, life is seed.
Seeds for amenity purposes like ornamental flowers and turf grass seed are also examples where the seeds or cultivated species are not directly linked to food for humans or animal feed. Here we see a seed analyst demonstrating the seed testing method usually conducted to determine the germination capacity of turf grasses. Most turf grass seeds, used for various sports fields, golf and bowling courses, racetracks, landing strips, parks and recreational areas, are imported. It is not always viable to develop, improve and cultivate indigenous grass species for these purposes, owing to the limited size of the local market. Various exotic varieties are subsequently imported, evaluated, tested and distributed locally. This resulted in our playing fields being compliant with international standards. Excellent proof of this is the fact that one of the Sansor member seed companies was awarded the contract to supply 75% of all turf grass seeds for the 2010 World Cup soccer stadiums and associated practice fields in South Africa.
This is a seed counter machine where we count the seeds. We receive the seeds.
Packaging is the last operation of the seed processing line, after the seeds have been dried, cleaned, treated and tested.
This specific tin contains 10,000 seeds. We don't pack exactly 10,000, we pack 10,020 as it's indicated on this monitor here.
In the case of vegetable seed, seeds are usually counted by specialized automatic counting machines into tin containers for storage and dispatching.
We've got 24 sensors that's counting the seeds one by one. So this is a very accurate process.
In the case of seeds for amenity and ornamental purposes, seeds are often packed in small packets, which are hermetically sealed. These pre-packed seed packets are usually aimed at the general public. Planting and cultivation hints are therefore often printed on the back of such packets.
Seed is life, life is seed.